You may have noticed a milky sort of look to the skies over the last few days. The National Weather Service says that's due in large part to smoke reaching the East Coast from all the way over on the West Coast with all those wildfires burning.
It seems incredible that the smoke has traveled so far. Beth Ward joins us with a look at how it's even possible and if there are any concerns over our own air quality as a result. Beth?
Well, Chris and Jordan, that's a 3,000-mile journey, give or take. Well, we checked in with our own first warning meteorologist, Dan Brown, and a local immunologist to get answers on how and if we should be concerned about the air we breathe. Dozens of wildfires continue to rage along the West Coast, from California to Oregon to Washington State. The smoke's so intense, residents up and down the West Coast are told to stay inside because of some of the worst air quality readings in the world. Some of that intense smoke now reaching the East Coast and Western Mass.
The wildfires from out west have basically gotten a ride from the jet stream, the westerly flow, bringing the smoke into the Northeast.
Western Mass News first warning meteorologist Dan Brown says it's hanging up in the upper levels of the atmosphere, some 15,000 feet up.
So you look up into the sky and you can see that almost that white milky appearance this afternoon. That's actually smoke from the wildfires.
But what about the air we breathe? Dr. John BAYUK of Allergy and Immunology Associates of New England says the good news is it's not an issue right now, but it is worth keeping an eye on.
Oh, we'll have to watch pretty carefully. You know, one of the problems with living in a valley, not just from an allergy perspective, and also we have one of the highest rates of asthma in Springfield in the country.
Living in the Pioneer Valley, he says, means good and bad air can become trapped in the valley.
It really depends on what comes our way. But once it gets into the valley, it's difficult for it to leave unless we have pretty strong prevailing winds. And that can be a real problem. So we're going to have to watch.
A problem, he says, particularly for those with underlying respiratory issues like asthma.
The fires are still raging. And it's not like it happened and it's over. It's still getting worse. So, the amount of smoke that's just going to get compounded over time, it definitely is potential to be a risk.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. Again, while there are no air quality alerts here in Western Mass right now, the National Weather Service continues to monitor the effects of the smoke from coast to coast. Live in the studio, Beth Ward, Western Mass News.